Hello, this is Kara on Rump Raves. I have finally decided to film my cup comparison video because I don't have any more cups coming, I guess that I know of. I might decide to get a few more, and companies might decide to ask me to sample cups, so I guess it just depends. But I think this is it. So this is a TV tray. I have it lined up on 3 of the sides, so I'll just turn it as I go. And I have them in height order, but then there's 2 that don't really fit, so I just have those to show at the end. Yeah, I guess let's get started. And I do have 1 sample cup, actually 2 out here, because Chloe, my sister, is using my MeLuna small, and I do not own an extra large. So those are the cups that I don't have. But other than that, yeah. So let's get started. This video is gonna be really long, I think. This is a MeLuna Small Mini. It's the smallest menstrual cup I currently have. I do know that they make a smaller one now. They have 4 shorty sizes, and they actually don't sell these 2 cups anymore. So I'm thinking I will eventually get the shorties, or some of them. I'm just gonna stand up here so I can be a little more comfortable. You just won't see me. All right, and up next, the MeLuna Medium Mini. This is the small mini, this is the medium mini. It's a pretty decent size difference, especially around the rim. The rim of the medium mini is pretty significant. Next is the MeLuna Small, still one of the smallest menstrual cups out there. Decent capacity still, but it's really small. Next is the Lady Cup, the smaller size. I don't know what companies call them model or size B or whatever they call their sizes. I'm just going to say if it's the smaller or the larger size. So yeah, this is the smaller size of the Lady Cup. This is the smaller Sckoon Cup size. This is the smaller Fleur Cup size. Let me go ahead and turn this. Sorry, I'm not going into too great of detail about all of these, but I think it will be pretty sufficient. This is the small Femme Cup. I suppose I can try and say where each cup is from as well. So most of them are American cups, but the MeLunas are made in Germany. The Fleur Cup is in France. I know the Lady Cup, I'm pretty sure it's not American, but I don't remember where it's from. I don't remember the Femme either. This is the medium MeLunas. I have 2 in the same size, so that's why they're kind of behind one another. Let me light up my computer real quick. This one is the soft, and this one is the classic. That's why I have 2 of them. This one is the MeLuna Cup. No one really knows much about this cup. That's all I'm going to say. This is the Organicup. This next one here is the Bella Cup. It's an interesting cup. It's not my favorite, but it's really, really nice. The silicone is nice, and the grip-rings are kind of weird, but I like it. It's not an American cup, but I don't remember where it comes from. The Yuuki Cup, one of my very favorite cups, although I don't really use it that often because I've had so many cups that I've been trying out recently. All right, next is, this is the Lily Cup Compact. I just got this cup today, actually, so that's really exciting. I really, really like it. I haven't actually tried it yet, but it just feels really nice, and I like the shape. I guess I would prefer it if it was a little more rounded, but that's all right. We'll see how it goes. And this is the larger size, actually, because the smaller size wasn't available, and it was the same length, so I thought I'd just go for it. And the Yuuki is also the small, soft, and the Bella Cup is the small. The Organicup is the small, and the MeLuna Cup is the small. Next up is the Ruby Cup. The Ruby Cup is a unique company. For every cup you buy, they give a cup to a girl in Kenya to keep her in school during her period. And this is a 1-size cup. So it's on the larger size, but it's not very big. This is, well, let me turn this. Alright, this is the Femme Cup. It's also a 1-size cup, so it's on the larger size, but it's not too big. It's another one of those cups that's really, really clear, like the Bella Cup. So it looks really nice, and it has an interesting stem. It's kind of a swirly. Then next is the large MeLuna. I'm able to use this cup because I cut the stem completely off, and I can only use it when my cervix is at a higher point. So it just depends, I guess. This is the Mooncup US. It's the smaller size. It is a bigger cup though, and the stem was really, really long. And also the rim is ridiculously wide. Kind of the same thing with the Femme Cup. The Femme Cup's rim is actually slightly wider. And they both have really firm rims, and they just don't work for me. I still have to do a review on the Femme Cup, so I'll get that up sometime. Then the Lily Cup, this is their original style, and it's the smaller size, but it's really long. It's not really the biggest cup, but it's really long, and I compared it with the shorter side because it has one side longer and one side shorter. If I compared it with the longer size, it would compare with the Luv Ur Body Cup, so it would probably be in between the Diva and Luv Ur Body. But really, it's the shorter length that you should go by, and when you buy the cup and you read the measurements, you can cut almost an inch off of the stem because there's a giant solid part in there. It's really unique because it has the pour spout and the rim that kind of helps it keep from leaking. There are no suction release holes. It's an interesting shape, obviously, and it's just a really nice cup. I like it. So somebody like me with a ridiculously low cervix at a lot of points in my cycle, and I can use this cup. Don't let the length turn you away from it. Next is the MeLuna Extra Large. This is just a massive cup because of its length plus its width. Yeah, I've never even tried to put that in. It is a sample cup though, so it has holes punched in it. Next is the Diva Cup, and this is the larger size, but the Diva Cup is interesting because the length is the same in both the smaller and larger size. So if you get the larger size, it's just the diameter of the rim that's any bigger, so it just increases the capacity. And if you don't have a sensitive bladder or anything like that, it's a good choice. If you need a higher capacity, just jump up a size, no problem. Next up is the Luv Ur Body Cup. This is a cup that is made for people with a low cervix, which is interesting because it is the longest cup I have. But it's made so it sits up really, really high and your cervix kind of goes down in it. And it's made this long so that people with a certain disease that happens in the country where this is made, it's just common there, so that when their cervix drops really low because of their condition, they can still have a generally large size or capacity cup. It's not actually as uncomfortable as it sounds having a longer cup with a low cervix. It's not my favorite though. I've worn it a couple times. It's not uncomfortable. It does kind of stick out as expected with a longer cup, but it's not bad because it has the super rounded end, and the stem was a leaf, which was interesting. I cut it off because it was just way too long. Anyway, let's move on. Now these are the two weird cups that I have. By weird I don't mean bad though, because I do like them. I'm going to start with the soft cup here. It's definitely weird. It's completely different than any type of menstrual cup other than itself. It has a bag to catch your flow. This is the disposable kind, but if you get them clean and there's no holes or anything puncturing it, you can definitely reuse it. You insert it like this. You fold it in half and insert it, and then it kind of pops open inside you, so it's not as long. And I don't know, it's not as intimidating as it sounds. A lot of people use it. It's not my favorite. I like traditional menstrual cups better. But it's definitely something you could give a go if you'd like to. This is the Femme Cycle. It's the low cervix version. I contacted their company and they looked at my YouTube probably pretty detailed. They noticed me mentioning a couple times that I have a low cervix, so they asked me to try their new low cervix Femme Cycle before it got sold. I don't know if they're selling them yet, and I haven't reviewed it yet, I don't think. But yeah, it's very different. It's kind of a bulb shape, and because it's the low cervix design, it's shorter and it has a different kind of stem. It's a finger grip. You can put your finger through it, but the other one has a really long one. This one's shorter. And it has no suction release holes. And this pops out to make it easier to pour. And when you pop it in, it makes it so it can't leak. Because as you can see, it goes down into the cup. And one thing I do want to mention is that the compact Lily Cup, it does have suction release holes. I don't know if you can see them, but they're there, and I know that the regular Lily Cup doesn't, and I've had a couple questions about this. I think that's all I'm going to talk about for this. I don't want this video to be ridiculously long. If you want any specific comparisons between, I guess I'm going to say up to 5 cups, I will compare like per video, and if you want to request that, you can go on ahead. So that's it. You can check me out on Facebook. I update regularly just whatever I'm doing related to this or related to natural products or anything like that. You can subscribe if you would like to follow the rest of my videos, any future ones, any ones I already have up. And that's it. Thank you for watching.